clock struck midnight, a chilling wind rattled the windows of the old Victorian mansion. Inside, Emma, a young woman staying overnight to house, sit for her absent aunt, tried to ignore the unsettling feeling that she was not alone. She busied herself with cleaning the dusty rooms and lighting candles to fend off the encroaching darkness. Just as she was about to retire to the safety of her bedroom, a faint tapping echoed through the halls. Emma's heart skipped a beat, and her eyes darted around the dimly lit room, trying to convince herself that it was nothing more than a tree branch hitting the window. She continued on her way. Moments later, she heard the sound again, only louder this time, as if someone were deliberately trying to get her attention. Unable to ignore it any longer, Emma followed the sound down to the basement. She gripped the railing as she descended into the murky depths, the cold air sending shivers down her spine. Moments later, she heard the sound again, only louder this time, as if someone were deliberately trying to get her attention. Unable to ignore it any longer, Emma followed the sound down to the basement. She gripped the railing as she descended into the murky depths, the cold air sending shivers down her spine. Following the narrow, winding path, she arrived in a cavernous chamber that appeared to be a forgotten crypt. The walls were adorned with cryptic symbols and a foul smell hung in the air. Emma's breath quickened and her heart pounded in her chest. As she cautiously stepped further into the room, a faint whispering began to fill her ears. "Leave. Get out. Leave." The voices seemed to come from all directions, and Emma couldn't determine whether they were real or a product of her imagination. At the center of the crypt, she spotted a peculiar, ancient-looking book atop an ancient pedestal. Unable to resist her curiosity, Emma picked it up and began to read its sinister contents. The more she read, the stronger the whispers became until they were almost deafening. Suddenly, the room plunged into darkness, and Emma felt icy fingers brush against her skin. Panic took hold, and she tried to flee back the way she came, but the passage was gone. The walls shifted and transformed, blocking her escape. The whispers grew louder and more malevolent, and Emma could now feel a presence in the room, something dark and malevolent. Desperation consumed her, and she screamed for help, but her cries were swallowed by the darkness. Just as all hope seemed lost, a faint glimmer of light appeared before her. She ran towards it, not knowing what lay ahead, but it was her only chance of survival. The light grew stronger, and Emma emerged back into the basement, gasping for breath. Frightened and disoriented, she stumbled upstairs, eager to leave the wretched mansion behind. As she reached the front door, she glanced back one last time. In the shadows, she saw a ghastly figure shrouded in darkness, watching her with hollow eyes. With a shiver down her spine, she slammed the door shut and ran into the safety of the night. Emma never spoke of what happened that fateful night, but she knew she had encountered something beyond this world, something ancient and malevolent that would haunt her nightmares for years to come.